All right, today we're doing a move out, move in inspection at this lovely property we have here. A lot of things that we look at on the outside is we look to make sure that all the windows have screens on them. We make sure that the garage door is in good shape and the front entrance looks nice. There's no tripping hazards outside. We make sure that the east trough, if there's east trough, it runs away from the property. And we make sure that the driveway is not full of stains or anything that might look not so great. And then we continue inside the property. Once we're satisfied with what it looks like out here, we go inside. As you can see, this is a pretty new property. We don't really find too many things here, hopefully, but the house is in pretty good shape. When we do go in the basement, we check furnaces, we check all utilities, we tag all the water shutoffs, and we make sure that the furnace filter is clean. We also make a note of the furnace filter size and we write it on our welcome sheet so the tenant knows what size filter is in there. And then we go around and we look at the overall condition. We look at walls to make sure that there's not a lot of holes in the walls or chips. We look at carpets to make sure they're not torn or tethered. And then we continue through. We make sure railings are tight. That's a safety thing. All right, and now we're upstairs. Upstairs, we look for general cleanliness. We want to make sure the property's clean. We want to make sure it presents well for our incoming tenant. If we have to send a cleaner, we'll dispatch one right away. We go through the property, we look at stuff, we look at the counters, make sure they're clean, make sure there's no chips in the quartz countertop. We check all the appliances, we want to make sure they function, that they have power going to them, and that they're clean inside. That's important. We want to make sure all drawers open and close the way they're supposed to. We want to check faucets, make sure they're tight to the counter. We also run faucets. We're looking for leaks underneath the kitchen. It could be a leak in a P-trap, it could be a leaky faucet, it could be almost anything. So we just want to make sure what I typically do when I do an inspection is I test everything like I live here. I run fans, I turn lights on, I want to make sure everything works the way it's supposed to and it operates in a normal fashion. If there's any need for a service request, we will reach out to the homeowner and get a quote done for any kind of repairs that might be needed. When we're looking at flooring, we're looking to make sure there's not a lot of scratches in it, there's not a lot of chips in it, it's consistent throughout, there's no tripping hazards, everything's in top shape. And as you can see in this property, everything definitely is in top shape. I don't think there's anything to do here. All the walls look good, there's blinds installed here. We want to just test the blinds, make sure they operate normally. We test the doors, we check screens, make sure there's no holes in screens. And we'll do the same thing when we go upstairs. We flush toilets, we run faucets. We operate the house the way I do it in my head is, this is the way it's supposed to work. I run the house like it's my place, and I'm just using every facet of the house while I do these inspections. The inspection is not a full home inspection, but what we're trying to do is get an idea of how it operates, because we want to present a good product to our incoming tenant. Of course, after we've done our walk through the property and we see that it's in top shape, we do a full report on the property that's presented to the homeowner so they know the condition. We do a series of videos that gets saved to our drive so we know the condition before the new tenant moves in. This not only protects the incoming tenant, like when I do this inspection today, I might find a scratch in the floor. The new tenant might move in and not even notice it. It might be 6 months before they notice it. And they might feel like they're responsible for that scratch. Well, we can look back in our videos, we can see that that scratch was there before they moved in, and it kind of clears the slate from them. Another thing we do is we take inventory of the keys. Any garage door openers that are left, mailbox keys. We want to make sure we document this part well. If we present the tenant with 2 front door keys, 2 mailbox keys, 1 garage door opener, we want to make sure that's there. We can compare it to our old move-in inspection, and we know if there's any keys that are missing. We also leave a little welcome package here. The welcome package has some basics just to get you through the first couple of nights maybe. And we leave a little report here. And the report is basic. It just shows you where the water shutoffs are, the location of them, maybe the furnace filter size. It shows you, we tag our appliances like our dryer to make sure to remind people to clean the lint trap out. And that's pretty much what we do there. So.